Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Let's Play X3 Albion Prelude. X3 is a pretty awesome game. It was by the developers of Egosoft, and they created X2 and X1. And basically, they are space games, and they are the full economy simulated type space games. You build an empire, you build stations eventually, you can go to war, have warships, control fleets, pretty much everything you can think of in a game. And they're one of those games that can last, weeks, months if you wanted to. And then the modding support is unreal. I mean, not the Unreal Engine, of course, but like Unreal in the depths that are out there, to the point where we'll probably do a series of one of the mods out there later on, which pretty much change a lot of the game mechanics and things like that, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to play, I think what we're going to start with is a Humble Merchant, because it sounds kind of fun. There's an intro video that starts, which is a couple minutes long, maybe even a little longer, maybe like 5 minutes, but we're going to watch it and enjoy it, and I'll mute the microphone when that's happening, and then we'll continue on from there, so enjoy. Awesome. Some of that footage, it shows kind of reminds me of more like Battlestar Galactica type combat. In fact, I've never actually played around with the combat in this game. Played it a bit, not much, just learned some of the ropes, and that was quite a while ago. So we're going to be kind of doing that again. I think I have the basic principles of how to trade and things like that, but I've never tried combat, things like that. So it'll be kind of an interesting thing over time.
Argon, Flight School, Buster.
Okay, so right off the bat, there's a tutorial system in this game as well as different options. If we go down to audio, we probably should turn down.
Command accepted.
Didn't think this one would be so loud. I don't mind having the extra voice outs.
Command accepted.
I don't mind having it a little louder, but you know. Let's turn on subtitles because that way you guys can hear them and everything is good there. And verbose, computer, I don't care. Disable station announcements. No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a need for that. And then let's check what other options are here. There's graphic options. Don't think we need to touch any of those. I'm happy with those. There's more options, but it's in the launcher, so keep that in mind. Gameplay, I think there might be an option or two. So their seta is like speeding time up. Sometimes you want that to get from a destination. You don't want to sit there all day long. We'll play around with that. And then autosave in stations, I recommend turning this off just because every time you dock, it literally saves and it kind of lags. So it's more like up to you. Confirmation, warp tunnel, huh? I don't think we need that. Disable war reports. I wrote this to be yes, but I don't know why. So I'll leave them as is. Numerical shields, you can see at the bottom, it just gives a number instead, which I think is important. Hide sidebar, cursor, blah, blah, blah. Run game in the background, yes. Oddly enough, there's a bug that I noticed, which won't probably get fixed ever now at this stage of things. But basically, if you tab out of the game and then go back in the game, I just realized the music's on, but it's so low. We're going to have to turn that up. But anyways, if you go out of the game, tab-wise, the music resets and changes over and over. So I think the music's kind of good. I didn't realize that audio would have been so low. We'll try it like that. We might have to play around with it over time. Okay, so here we go. So if you hit space, you can look around. And then it was, I don't even know what key it is now. I wrote this shortcut somewhere here. Oh, F1. There you go. So camera modes. So this is the camera. Oh, that's what your other target is. We're this big guy here, and that's one of my other ships, which I'm targeted on. And I own that ship as well, and you can actually fly both of them, have it follow you, etc., which is pretty cool. Woo. So what I think I will do to get started is I think I will probably explore and go from there. Let's see if we can get back the camera. Is this the normal camera mode? I think so, yeah. Is it? Why can't I go left? Okay, now we're in the normal. It's like, if I was in the normal one, I should be able to move. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start moving here. And we can actually have the other guy follow us, or he can come with us later on. We're going to hit the apostrophe here, so we're going to actually hit the period, and that'll take us down here. So I'm going to go south. Argon Prime, I think, is like our main system. Where are we? Oh, yeah, in the nebula. So we're going to do the auto dock and fly there. And then what we'll do is we'll just hit J. And basically, this puppy will go ahead and do all the work for us because we're in an autopilot. And so it'll max out the speed down here. SETA will show active without 1000. If you get close to an object or if you get engage in combat or anything like that, basically that'll interrupt it, and then you'll lose your little 10 times the speed buff, basically. Now, when doing a Let's Play, of course, the SETA, I call it SETA, I think it's more like SETA, is quite important. Singularity, engine, timer, acceleration. Sorry, time acceleration, not timer. And there we go. We're going through our first gate. And you saw here, even opening this menu, unfortunately interrupts it, but you saw here that this is our universe map. And then you got your sector map. And so, oh, and you can see this guy. He actually, if you can believe that, will, you can do follow me. Accepted. But he will actually show a radar blimp on the thing, and later on you can actually upgrade your ships, increase it. These are stations. They're active stations. You can go to them, dock to them, trade with them. You can do a lot of stuff with them. That's the beauty of this game. It does pretty much everything, so there we go. We're going to dock. And, of course, your autopilot will get affected depending on what you do as well. It could be interrupted, so keep that in mind. So what I'm going to do is
Entering system autopilot.
I'm going to look for a shipyard. This looks like a shipyard right here, so I'm going to assume that's a shipyard, and I'm going to go there, sell my other ship there. I'm doing it because I want a couple upgrades. I probably won't get many upgrades out of it, but I'm like, why don't I do it and get what I can get, right? So just get an upgrade or two here. My other ship will show up sooner or later. It will show on the gate, but I'm not quite sure when it will show up. I might go ahead and because I don't know if it stops basically when it's in the other sector. So let's look at that first. Let's go to the other sector. So it actually shows green, which means I guess you have property or something in that sector. We can click it, and it actually looks like it's still following me. Oh yeah, it is following me. Awesome. So if you keep watching, it'll probably go in the gate any second, and boom, awesome. And then what we can go is into here, our current sector, and then you can actually see it up there. So what we're going to do is we're going to target this. Yep. And what we'll do is... Actually, can we... Let's see what happens here. Because I wasn't... I guess you can tell it to dock, right? So you're Discover, and you're going to give it an order. Command console. We're going to tell it to dock at... And then we're going to go here. Oh, so you can pick anywhere, basically. And then the shipyard.
Docking granted.
There you go.
Command accepted.
And then what we'll do is
Argon.
we'll also dock here.
Docking granted. Autopilot.
Now, by the time we dock and it docks, it probably will get there before I do. We'll see. Honestly, it'll probably dock a little faster, but we'll see what happens over time here. Because we're slower. It's more. It's not just about your speed, but it's about your agility in a sense. Basically, your maneuvering, your maneuver thrusters, things like that. So if it can literally do a 180 really fast, and it takes me a long time, it already gets there faster than I do. It says I have only one landed ship, so it's not here yet. As far as I know, you can't use CETA when docked on a station, so that's a downside, but that's fine. There it is. It's docking right there. So look at landed ship. There you go. That's awesome. Okay. So there it is. So what we can do is we can trade with the station. And you can sell your ships. You can only sell the ship that you're not in, basically. So, and I think you just use your arrow keys and sell.
Discoverer sold.
That's it. She's sold.
You have gained recognition.
And then what you can do is you can go to your ship and upgrade it, and it'll go through this menu. And basically, we can upgrade it.
Special ammunition for use in the mass driver.
So you can get cargo bay extension, which, hey, we can get only that much. But keep in mind that we want to buy and sell things as well. So if we go crazy and basically take all the money we just got and upgrade everything, then we're kind of losing out too, right? So let's put it into engine tuning. And you see that? Do I want rudder optimization? Yeah. That way, those are maxed out. Now, you're going to probably want some sort of, let's see here. You got trading software. Comedy. Okay. Navigation or collector. Singularity. Oh, so we have one of those, but they're very cheap. But imagine you didn't have that. We'd have to wait 10 times longer. So that's kind of funny. Imagine your starting ships didn't have that. I think that would be slightly painful, to be honest. Trading command software. Upgrade. We already have those. We don't have the 2, though. I think there's a way. I'm pretty sure there's a way to look at the info. I just don't remember what the info key is. View properties, no. I wrote some things that I was learning over time on, but I don't know exactly how you view something like that. Oh well, we'll figure it out later. Yeah, this is the...
Attention, security.
Oh, there you go.
220 on level 6 in the bar.
So that's the station... PA system, which you can disable if you don't like it. Trading system extension not installed. Let's Google these quickly. So trading system extension X3. Now, keep in mind, my internet's really, really slow right now. So, trading command software MK2. So, the trading system extension permits the pilot to monitor and interact with the market functions of the station without docking to them. This is useful for managing out-of-sector trading. It's vital upgrade for trading, blah, 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 maintaining funds and ships and stations. That's kind of cool. And then trading software MK2 does not show up. I guess we got to go somewhere else. Unfortunately, what I clicked didn't show up for that one. Okay. Using the trading system expansion. Oh, there's an encyclopedia too. You can click in game, which does show you some information. I don't know where they find the encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. There you go. So ship upgrades. Here you go. So trading software MK. This software is an extension for the ship onboard command. New commands are added, blah, blah, blah. So basically adds new commands. Okay. It shows the available commands. Buy wares for best price. So you really don't need those right away. There's other things on here I want, but I don't see them on here, so I'm not going to even bother with it. Basically, there is one that lets you, using the trading pilot, request detailed price information of all goods without actually docking. Trading system extension. That's the one I wanted. The thing I was reading did not help with that. So let's go back to that. We'll go trade. We'll go here, and then we'll go okay.
Attention, docking bay.
Yes. Okay, so we're poor. We used a lot of money, but that's fine. And this is where if you want to save, of course, you can go ahead. You just go down here. The save menu only comes up, I think, while you're docked, though. So you have to be docked at a station to save. And then we can go undock here. And there you go. And then we hit spacebar.
Argon, civilian ship.
Wait, was that my ship? I wasn't watching. No, it was from there. I think our ship was there. I wonder if our ship just disappears once that happens. I'm not really too sure on that. Okay, so let's see where we're up to now. Let's hit spacebar out of there. I think in this game you tend to, a lot of times, just kind of go ahead and let the autopilot do its thing. So I think we're going to jump back. And I think I'm going to try going north and see what we have there. So now when we go around, we can go here and go info, and you can see that their primary resource is energy cells. Oh, it's talking. They have cojones, meat steak cojones, or silicon wafers, and then the primary products are basically missiles here, these two missiles. And so you have a supply and demand when you're buying things and selling them. So you can't sell them the missiles. You can only supply them. Basically, you can sell them with the supplies they require and then go from there. So let's see what we got over here. So I was thinking I'll go north. I saw one here. Yeah, power circle. So I'm going to go power circle, I think. I've heard that selling energy is kind of a decent early start feature. So we can move 100 millisecond or 100 meters a second. I think we were moving about 75 meters a second. So in a sense, we're basically cutting off like 25% of this, the time. Not only that, you also have the rudder optimization. So I mean, if we take control here, look how faster this is moving compared to before. So that's also actually really awesome. So there you go.
Autopilot activated.
Now it looks like we're going to go through that asteroid, but I'm pretty sure we'll be safe. But the CETA, might shut down. The autopilot will probably be fine, but this will give you an opportunity to see what happens when you get close to an object. Because I have a feeling. Wait. Are we actually docking there? No. Oops. Okay, I think I hit the wrong target, but here you go. It's going to go around it. Actually, it looks like it's going to do it without going off, huh? That's awesome. Okay, no worries there. Maybe large objects aren't a big deal. I think maybe that's smaller objects, but you can see at the bottom, the north gate there, distance 20 kilometers, 19, 18. It's not too far off. Here's another little asteroid. It's a smaller one, but oh, yeah, it went right around it. Awesome. Okay. And also, we didn't really play with the other system, but I'll do it on this one. When you go to a new system, basically you haven't discovered it. So you have to fly around, find the stations, and explore it over time. So we'll hit period right now, and you can see there's no stations at all here. It isn't that there isn't any stations here. It's just we have not discovered them. So, oh, interesting. I guess your speed is a little faster when you go through the gate. But yeah, you can see that there's a station here. There looks like that might be a display thing of something. It looks like a station there. So you can see there's just stations everywhere. We just don't have them on our map yet, just because we haven't gotten close enough to explore them, basically. So, and the other ships, they actually move. They'll go to sector, and they'll start trading, etc. And they have an impact. I mean, that one of those guys can beat us and go to the solar power plant and buy these energy cells. So it looks like they're full in stock. Basically, I just go basically on their stock. If it looks like it's pretty full, you usually can buy them at the cheapest price. So I'm assuming 12 is probably one of the cheapest prices you can get them at. So we'll autopilot and dock to it. Later on, you can actually get a docking computer where it like docks, I think, within a certain distance without doing it this way, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. I hope I didn't just see something land there and take off, but we'll find out. So early game, you kind of are fighting with others, but we'll see here. Okay, so we'll trade, and there you go. So we'll buy those cells. So you remember I told you you should keep some of the stuff in your inventory? We basically couldn't even get a full haul, but whatever. So 18k we are spending on it, basically. There we go. And then we'll leave here. And then we'll look around. We'll go to another station and basically sell it. Now, of course, you have to figure out where to sell it. Now, I see some places here, manufacturing. They look like they're ore. So what I'll do is I will go over here and try to... Ooh, there's another one here, actually. Maybe we'll go to that one first. It looks like it might be closer. I kind of got a bit of a fisheye there, so I wasn't even sure there. It looked closer, but maybe it wasn't. But we'll get close enough anyways, and then we can see what they have. Okay. Oh, and it has a mission here. So you can communicate with them.
You are talking to the automated
Is there something I can help you with? You got a job for me? What is the job? So kill blah blah blah. Wants you to do a kill mission. I'm not really into that. I guess that's what the targeting means, but pretty cool. And then of course you're gonna go to info here, and you can see their energy cells right now is pretty full. So they're only giving 14 credits. So I get 2 credits per one. I don't think that's worth it at this point, so I'm gonna fish around here and find another place that might take these for a better deal. And that guy's docking.
Mineral transporter.
Okay, he's a mineral transporter, so chances are he's not filling it with energy cells. They're 16, so you know what, we'll dock there.
Autopilot activated.
So he's definitely docked there now. So what we'll do is we'll just double check to make sure he didn't give it to it. Yeah, look at it. Now they're really getting low, 17. So we're actually going to get that. You could sit there for a while, let them consume more, but I don't think that's worth it because somebody could just plop right in there and start selling them energy cells, right? So what were we at? 17, 18, I think, K credits? Was it a ton? But here we go.
Reconnection to local trading.
So we're at 25k. So we made profit. We literally made a decent profit there. And now I didn't actually click here to look. That guy was probably buying ore, so it wasn't probably a good deal. But yeah, I think ore can go up to like 200 or something crazy when they're low, and then I think 50 or so when I was looking. Like I said, I played this game for a wee bit many moons ago, so I have a bit of information, but I'm not really that expert. Oh yeah, let's go to that one. Isn't that planet awesome? That's where Skywalker was born into Darth Vader right there. Okay. We're going to dock here. And there's bigger transports. You can get different ships. Like the small ship I had originally. I could have literally gone onto that ship and flown it around. Some people use those for scouting around ahead of time too. For me, I just thought, why don't I sell it? Look at this. Yeah. So now I was able to buy more, and so 25k worth, right? Oh yeah, you get promotions and stuff.
Gained recognition.
Ooh. Which I think can give you access to new things. Like there's some things you can't buy at stations and things like that. Maybe even different missions. I'm not quite sure on exactly what you get out of it. But basically over time, the more rep you work with, the better it is for you buying things. Okay, so that's not too good. I'm actually interested in these back ones here. I mean, I could go to this one, but I'm actually more interested in these two here. So I also hear the economy slowly settles over time in the game when it first starts because it is a real economy. You have to keep in mind that things might happen over time. I'm curious to see what these two are, so let's go over to them. I wonder if that guy was docking anyways. Looks like some patrol or some sort. These are actual asteroids. You can mine asteroids, by the way. I've never tried any of that. Like I said, I've never done most of the game. I think I've just done a wee bit of trading, and that's it. So here we go. Energy cells, 14, so they're pretty full. Oh, crap. You better move over to the side here. Oof. Who's being a little brave? See, there the CETA quits because it thinks you're going to collide. So maybe not when you're in autopilot, but when you're manually flying and using it, then it triggers it.
Silicon mines are built around small asteroids, which are.
It's not really a good deal, but you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Mineral transport. Okay. You know what? We'll do it. I know the other one was better, but do you think we could get to it again in time?
Ore mine. Ore mines are mainly
15.
Ore mines are mainly.
Oh, 17. You know what? We'll take our chance.
Autopilot activated.
I'm going to tab quickly here, and I have a little sheet. I got to remember the buttons to hit. You have like different keys. I think it's just U. Oh, there you go. U. They show you most of the shortcuts anyway, so U will get you the information without doing the menus. I think the biggest tip is, unfortunately in this game, the UI is a little annoying for a lot of people, but the tip in this game is if you learn the shortcuts, you can fly through them like crazy, basically. So let's just make sure it's still going. Yep. And you can actually sit on the menu, and it should update over time. I don't know if it takes a couple of minutes, but you'll actually see things change over time, so it's kind of cool. There we go.
Successfully docked.
And when we'll go and trade, and energy cells. So we'll sell those, and look at that, 36k now. Awesome. And basically you just do that over and over and over, and you make some credit. So what I'll probably do is do a bit more trading, just probably within the system or the one we already been in. I won't explore any other systems though. And then when we come back, we probably will do a bit of exploring ourselves and maybe doing some more advanced trading. We'll see how things go. And then we'll go from there and learn a bit more about the game. So thank you guys and girls so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.